Now, let's say you're 20 years younger now. Okay, so what would you tell me if I was coming up to you and say, hey, I want to start this thing, this company, whatever? What would you tell me to focus on?
Well, the first question is, how passionate are you for doing whatever you want to do? Because, if you're not passionate about it, find something that you are passionate about. Doing a startup is one of the hardest things to do. I mean, I don't know how many of them I've done, quite a few, both in the nonprofit space as well as the for-profit space. When you think of every subsidiary in Microsoft, each of those subsidiaries was a separate company. And, I had some great titles, founding these subsidiaries. In Germany, I was the Geschäftsführer. Oh, I love that title. I had it on my business card. It's just a wonderful title.
Well, and you were lucky enough because back then it really was entrepreneurial.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to argue today. The maturation of the company happens, so it's not necessarily today. But you were lucky enough to be there when it really was truly entrepreneurial.
It was very entrepreneurial, and one of the things that I insisted on with every single person that I hired in the international division, every single person had to have had startup experience. Successful, failure, I didn't care. But they had to have had startup experience. And when you think about the international markets, when you talk about work ethic, well, I'll tell you, you go to these countries and you scratch your head. How in the heck can you start with 8 weeks of vacation? I mean, it's just a non-starter for me. I can remember my third performance review with Bill. And I'm going, Bill, we did self-evaluations, and I'm going, Bill, I don't know if you realize this, but I've worked for you for 3 years, and I've never taken a single day off. And it was true. I never took a single day off. And Bill looks at me, and he goes, so what? He goes, I've worked for 7 years without taking a single day off. And it kind of puts it in perspective, and I know that was true. I mean, I can remember being in my office on Christmas, sending email, and Bill would be responding real time, and back in the early days of email, you had to be hardwired, so I knew he was in his office. But it really kind of describes, if you will, the kind of the work ethic, the culture of the early days of Microsoft. I have no idea what it is like now, but with 130,000 employees, it's got to be vastly different.